Hi friends, my name is Zeenat Kasrati Jaleel and I welcome you all to Love for English series of videos. In this video, we will take up 10 questions on error spotting. We will look at the answers to each of the questions with the detailed explanation. Let's look at the first question. It says, once appointed by the President, the Council of Ministers are responsible to the House. The sentence should be looking absolutely fine to most of us because it's a very short and a crisp sentence which has been divided into 4 parts. That is part A, part B, part C, part D, and part E even actually, which is considered option E, says no error. By any chance, if the sentence doesn't have any mistake, then you can easily go with option E. But I should tell you, 99% option E is not going to be the right answer because error spotting question should contain errors. That's the common sense and presence of mind what we have to apply over here. So what exactly is the problem with the sentence? If you would like to pause the video, please do pause and think about the answer and you can see what exactly is the problem over here. I'm sure you must have come up with many answers or precisely the answer what the sentence requires. So what exactly is the problem? Which part of the sentence actually has the mistake? Definitely the answer is C. If you ask me the question why, because the word are has to be replaced with the word is. And if you ask me the details, why not are, why is, because we are talking about ministers. Ministers are responsible. Sounds absolutely perfect. What exactly is the problem with the sentence? We are not talking about the ministers directly. We are talking about the Council of Ministers. The Council of Ministers. For your kind information, council is a collective noun and all the collective nouns are always singulars. So, as logically, we are talking about the Council of Ministers. We are not talking about the ministers. We are talking about the Council of Ministers. Our subject becomes the word the council. So, as council is our subject, is it singular or plural? Definitely it is singular because council is a collective noun. As our subject is singular, the verb will automatically be singular, which is the fundamental rule of subject-verb agreement. By any chance, if you're not able to recollect what exactly is the fundamental rule of subject-verb agreement, let me remind you, in every sentence, there will be a subject and there will be a verb. If the subject in the sentence is singular, the verb in the same sentence should also be singular. If the subject in the sentence is plural, the verb in the same sentence should also be plural. So either it has to be singular combination or it has to be plural combination. Unfortunately, here in the sentence, our subject, the council, is singular and the verb what they have used, that is are, is plural. Are they matching with each other? No. That's the reason the word are has to be replaced with the word is, which will make this entire sentence grammatically correct. By any chance, if you haven't watched the videos on subject-verb agreement, I request you to please do watch for more details and for more explanation in which I have discussed 12 rules of subject-verb agreement, which is going to help you to fix your day-to-day conversation along with helping you to crack many questions in different competitive examinations. Let's look at the second question. It says the CBI has sought his custodian interrogation and claimed that he responded either evasive or arrogantly during an apex court ordered questioning in Shilling recently. It said his arrest was being required. You can pause the question to find out the answer, to try on your own, to check where exactly do you stand right now. If you found out the right answer, bravo. If you haven't, don't worry, we'll solve the question together. So what exactly is the problem in the sentence? Where seems to be the mistake? My answer to this question would be option D, because there are two mistakes in the sentence. Which are they? The first one, look at the second part of the sentence. It says that he responded either evasive or arrogantly. Another word for arrogant is actually evasive. Okay? If we start using our common sense and presence of mind, look at the word arrogantly. Arrogantly actually comes with the letters ly at the end, because you're talking about the action of the person. You're not talking about the person directly, you're talking about the action of the person. And you're talking about how that action was done by the person. Whenever you talk about the person or the noun directly, you always use an adjective. Whenever you talk about the action of the person or the action of the noun, automatically you should use an adverb. If you're talking about the person or the name of something, that name of something could be name of person, name of place, name of animal, name of something living, non-living, doesn't matter. If you're trying to describe the noun, for describing whatever word you are going to use, it has to be an adjective. Okay? For example, if I say she is beautiful, the word beautiful is actually the adjective here. So why should I not say beautifully? Why should I say beautiful? Because I'm talking about she, which is a noun, which is the pronoun of the noun, right? So keeping those factors in mind, as the word beautiful is connected to she, definitely beautiful has to be an adjective. What if I say she looks beautiful? So in this sentence right now, once again I'm using the word beautiful, but fortunately or unfortunately the word beautiful is not connected to she, it's actually connected to the looks of she. Looks is an action word or a noun. Definitely it is an action word. So keeping that factor in mind, the word beautiful is not an adjective, it is an adverb. If you're using any words to describe either a noun or a pronoun directly, you always use an adjective. But if you're talking about the action of the noun or the pronoun, then you should certainly use an adverb. So keeping those factors in mind. So as we are not talking about he directly, we are talking about how he responded. It has to be evasively. That's the first mistake in the sentence. Second, look at the last part. In Shilling recently, it said his arrest was being required. The word being here is unnecessarily used. We have to remove the word being and keep the rest as it is. The sentence will be, it said his arrest was required. What was required? His arrest was required. So being required is a grammatical blunder. That's the reason the answer will be option D. Let's look at the next question. It says, the time has come for policymakers in India to understand the damage which is caused as a result of a vast gap in perception and reality. What exactly is the mistake? Which part of the sentence do you think contains the mistake? If you want to find out and you think you need more time, please do pause the video and find out what exactly is the mistake. So if you look at the sentence appropriately, there is a huge mistake in part C. Do you know what is that? Look at this part which says which is caused. Which is caused is actually which tense out of the 12 types of tenses. By any chance, if you have any problems with the usage of tenses, I would request you to watch the video which I have made on tenses, learn tenses in 30 minutes. I guarantee after watching the video, you're not going to have any problems, any issues in terms of framing the sentences using tenses. Okay, so what exactly is the problem here? Look at this. It says which is caused. Which is caused. Which tense is this? It is present continuous tense. So present continuous tense usually talks about something what is happening now at this moment. For example, what am I doing right now? I'm teaching. What are you doing? You are learning. What is she doing? She's singing. So if you look at the pattern, helping verb and ing form of action word. So unfortunately, as we are talking about the damage which is being understood by the policy makers in India, you cannot use present continuous tense. You should be using present perfect tense. What happens in present perfect tense? You're actually talking about an action which is perfectly over. You're talking about something which is perfectly over. So what should be the pattern of the sentence? It has to be which has been caused. It's not which is caused. It should be which has been caused. In present perfect tense, remember, the sentences cannot survive without the usage of the helping verb have or has. You use has for singular subject and you use have for plural subject. As we are talking about the damage which is singular, definitely we have to use has. So the sentence will be which has been caused as a result of a vast gap in perception and reality. So the answer definitely has to be option C. Banning social media is an easy option, indeed a lazy one, that leave no room for innovative approaches on crisis management. The answer for this question definitely has to be option D, because there are two mistakes in one sentence. Which are they? First one, look at the first part of the sentence. It says a easy option. A easy option. E. E is a vowel sound. The word easy is starting with a vowel sound. We all know it very clearly. Whenever a word starts with any vowel sound and that word is a singular word, blindfoldedly we should actually go with the article an. So it is not an easy option, it has to be an easy option, an easy way, an easy decision, an easy question. So whenever you use the word easy, under easy, what you're talking about is something which is singular, then blindfoldedly go with an. So that's the first mistake. Look at the next mistake in the sentence, which lies in part D. It says room for innovative approaches on crisis management. On crisis management. We are talking about having a room. So whenever you talk about having a room, that room has to be a part of a territory. If you watch the video, the common errors in the usage of preposition, one of the similar questions I've actually discussed over there. Usually people have this tendency of using ABCs, the tallest building of the world. That's what people say, but it's not of the world. It has to be in the world because the building is the part of the world, right? That's the reason. So exactly the same thing which is working out over here. We are talking about not having any innovative approaches in crisis management. Not on crisis management, it has to be in crisis management. So for both, the answer has to be option D. Look at the next question. It says, the perception of security held by the power elites tend to ignore the basic reality that contradictions of civil society have grown since nuclear explosion. So what exactly is the problem? By any chance, if you're able to find out the answer as soon as you look at the question, I would say great job, because this is something connected to what we have already discussed with the first question. This entire sentence is actually based on subject-verb agreement error. Let's find out what is the mistake here in the sentence. What are we actually talking about? We are talking about the perception of security held by the power elites. The subject in the sentence is not the power elites, rather it is the perception of XYZ. Perception is singular or plural? Definitely it is singular. So when your subject is singular, the verb has to be singular. That we discussed in the first question itself, right? Look at the verb what they have used. What is the verb what they have used? Tend. Tend. Tend is singular or plural? Definitely it is plural, right? We all know very well, the moment you add the letter yes to any action word, automatically it becomes singular. For example, let's say the word is come and you add the letter yes to come, it actually becomes comes. So comes is singular and come is plural. Likewise, finish. If you add the letter yes to finish, it becomes finishes. It goes with es, of course. So finishes actually becomes singular and finish becomes plural. Keeping those factors in mind, the verb what we are using in the sentence is tend, which is plural, and our subject perception is singular. Are they matching with each other? No. So the answer definitely has to be option C, because the word tend should be changed to tends. Well friends, that's all I've got for all of you in this video, and I'm gonna be back very soon with one more video in which we will discuss some more error spotting questions. Until then, please take a great care of yourself, and please do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching the video.